Hi, my name is Jane Kim and I'm applying as a conductor. As a conductor, I find myself most often in the role of a leader. But I find that I'm also a collaborator, and I believe in bringing out the best musicianship out of the musicians in the ensemble. As growing up playing violin and as a principal violist, I found my experience is most rewarding when I was involved as a leader of my section, but also communicating with the other principals and having a connection with the conductor as well. And I find that connection so rewarding in rehearsal and performance. I feel that everyone is involved when we're creating music. And I apply that same principle when I'm conducting. I look for that connection with all the members of the orchestra or all the members of the ensemble. And I find that that connection is what brings out the best performances and what brings out the best musicianship from everyone, including myself. As a musician, I'm deeply analytical and I study and research the composer's life, the circumstances surrounding the piece that I'm studying. I like to put myself in the mindset of the composer as much as possible to understand what factors might be at play in this composition. And in studying the piece, I always find interesting bits that I hadn't noticed before. I think that's the beauty of what makes music work and what makes music click that way. You find things that are interesting to you, whether they're harmonic progressions that are delayed, or phrases that are of different lengths, or the melody line has a different harmony underneath it. I think that's the beauty of what makes pieces interesting and what I find myself looking for each and every time even when I study pieces that I've studied before. The variety of performances possible and interpretations that are possible, it's what makes music so interesting to me and why I love doing it. There are so many different ways to perform just the same four bars, just one phrase. So many different ways to sing it, so many different ways that an orchestra can perform it with so many different moods and emotions, but then putting them all collectively together to make one piece coherent as a whole, I think is my duty as a conductor. But then sharing that with the orchestra, I believe, brings out an even greater performance and musical and an all-consuming musical experience for everyone. I find music as a form of expression the medium that I connect with the most. It has the power to be cathartic, it has the power to be uplifting, and it has the power to make you feel someone else's sorrow. I find that as a conductor, my goal is always striving for having everyone in the orchestra and in the audience have an emotional journey and an emotional connection with the piece. And that's only possible if I myself am feeling these emotions and letting the piece also exhibit those emotions as well, so that everyone can experience the emotional journey and the beauty of the music together.